In this video, I'm going to attempt to kill these weeds within 48 hours. Probably going to be slightly less than 48 hours, but I'm going to try 3 different products. One of them is going to be a little bit of what I would say a non-traditional product, to say it lightly. And we'll just see what happens, see if we can get them knocked out. Now, there's some variables that why this might work in this video and it might not work other times. I'll try to explain that. Today's video is sponsored by Yardbook. If you need a software for your lawn care business, use the one I've been using since 2015. Go to yardbook.com, sign up for a free account. I'm filming this video in May, and the good part about that is there's some weeds that are fairly easy to kill, but also the weather is warmed up enough, I'm in Alabama, to where I think we can get some fast results. I tried this same experiment in March, probably not gonna work, but I think with the warmer temperatures up in the 80s, we're gonna see what kind of results we get. So I'm gonna introduce you to the weed, I'm gonna introduce you to the 3 products we're gonna be testing on it. We're gonna spray it, we're gonna check back, and we're gonna see if we can get basically a dead weed. I'm not saying it's going to be black and shriveled up to nothing, but I want it just to deliver the knockout blow within 48 hours. All right, you can see here Bermuda grass starting to turn green. Got some, you know, bare looking spots here, but and this shows you the effectiveness of a pre-emergent herbicide if ever seen one. You can see there's this weeping willow tree. It's not looking that great, to be honest with you, but underneath it, look at the weed pressure where it was not sprayed for the pre-emergent. You think, what in the world? I mean, look at the difference in that and that. I mean, it's crazy. So don't question the effectiveness of a quality pre-emergent herbicide. But in this situation, I've purposely not mowed these to let them grow. And the vast majority of this weed is called American burnweed, which pops up typically April, May, and this is what it looks like. Now, if you run over it a few times with a lawnmower, you get rid of most of it, and it's pretty easy to kill. And anyway, I mean, I'm just showing you what a bumper crop of American burnweed looks like. But I have flagged 3 different sections of it, and again, this is part of the test because it's an easy weed to kill. And I'm gonna spray 3 different products. So this is I'm gonna spray the product called Blindside. Over here, we're gonna use what did I mark this one at? A vinegar product, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. And then over here we're going to use a product called Changeup. So let's go show you the 3 products. Here's the 3 products that we're using today, and these are typically products, well, not always, but Blindside, like I'm rarely going to mix Blindside in a big spray tank like this. Too expensive, and it's something I'll keep in a little handheld sprayer that I might use for spot treating. Changeup, same way a lot of times. Sometimes I will mix it in a big tank like this or in a ride-on spreader sprayer, but a lot of times I'll keep it in a little handheld as well, and just putting that in there at 3/4 an ounce per gallon of water. And then the variable, I said the vinegar product is this, and I just want to show you this, like how fast it's going to work. I don't recommend spraying this on the yard. It's not good for the grass. It's going to burn the grass, and but it's going to be very effective on really getting some fast results on weeds. So just, if you've never seen it before, again, I wouldn't recommend going out and spraying your weeds in your yard with this. I mean, if you wanted to use it like in a crack of a sidewalk or something like that, okay. But you'll see it's probably going to cause a little bit of damage to the grass. But I wanted you to see the direct comparison between these 3 products. So I've got them ready to go. Let's go spray the weeds, and we'll check and see how the results turn out. All right, so the first product I'm testing out is Blindside. There's tons of weeds here. I'm gonna spray a section. There'll be plenty that don't get sprayed, so we can see the difference in what was sprayed and what's not sprayed. Next up, we're going with the green gobbler vinegar spray. So let's see how that works. All right, so with the green gobbler vinegar spray, you want to get good coverage on the leaves, because it's basically, I don't know if it burns the leaf, I'm not exactly sure, but it's going to burn the grass too if it gets on the grass. All right, and the third one we're using is Changeup. But I sprayed a little more generously than I normally would because I'm trying to get some serious results. We're gonna check back on it probably at the 24-hour mark or close to thereof, and then also on day 2 and see what kind of results we got and how fast we got them. It's been about 14 hours. Let me show you what it looks like so far. It's gonna be a clear winter as far as the early stages in our attempt to kill within 48 hours. Getting a little bit of discoloration with the blindside, and that big one not so much. Look at the vinegar, what it does. Of course, it's going to damage the grass, you know, but I don't know what it does, but it does something that the plant does not like. And I've had people say, oh, it doesn't kill the roots. Yeah, I think, again, I don't recommend spraying vinegar, but I think when you damage a plant so severely, the plant dies. I mean, I don't have any doubt if I mow that with a lawnmower, it's not going to grow back. That's just my theory here. The changeup, see, like the smaller ones, a little bit more visible damage than the big ones. So I think we're getting warm weather today. We'll see what happens as we approach the 48-hour timeline and see what kind of results we can get. Of course, you know, you can tell the difference in that between the ones that haven't been sprayed. It looks like a perfectly healthy burn weed patch. So we'll check back and see what it looks like soon. We're about 40 hours into the experiment. I want to give you a quick update and then we'll come back for the final update. Let's see what it's looking like. First up, we've got the blindside. You see different modes of action on these different products. You can see with the blindside burning the leaves down. It's gonna work. I don't have any doubt about that. It's just, I'm not sure in 48 hours if it's gonna be just crazy. Now, speaking of crazy, the vinegar, sure enough, giving some crazy results on what it does to the plants. You see the healthy plants over there. And then the changeup, you got the wilting action. Again, if these were cut with a lawnmower, don't think they're growing back at all. I think it's been highly effective. It's cloudy, not quite as hot today, but we'll check back after the 48-hour period and see what the final results look like. All right, we're at the 48-hour marker, maybe just an hour or so short. I gotta go somewhere, so I need to wrap this up. But let me show you what the finished results look like. This just to give you an example of how fast things can work with the weather being warmer, and it was a little hotter today. The blindside, what do we get? Curled up leaves. I think it will deteriorate, not exactly just stone cold dead for 48 hours, but pretty close. I think if it mowed it wouldn't come back. Now this one, the vinegar, I mean, just, I don't know what else to say. I wanted you to see it in case you had never seen it. I'm not recommending you try it. I just wanted you to see it. And some people say, well, that's gonna grow back. I don't think it will, personally. And then the changeup probably would be my go-to of these 3 products for cost effectiveness and just effectiveness, how well it works. And it did a number on it. It's not shriveled up, but it is very sick and should continue to die. And when the grass is cut, which by the looks of that needs to be, it will not come back, would be my bold prediction. So that's it. You see the results for yourself. Get introduced to the vinegar, and then see what the changeup and blindside. Again, the timing's going to vary a lot depending on the weather conditions that you applied. If it was 95 degrees, it'd probably be even faster. I was hovering around the low 80s, upper 70s during these 2 days. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to get in weed control and fertilization like me, or mowing, or mosquito spray and all that stuff, there's resources at lawncarelife.com. That's also where you'll find the link, you'll find information about the 2025 Lawn Care Life Conference. Last year was a big hit. This year we started selling VIP tickets. We have sold 3 of those a week or so ago, and so we're really excited about the lineup we have for that. So all that is at lawncarelife.com, or you can just check out more videos. We'll see you guys in the next one.